Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gintare and this is GintareKnits podcast. This is my third episode. Sorry for my voice, I have a little cold, so let's hope it won't irritate too much for your watching. I have a cup of tea, so also grab yours and join this episode. So first of all, I want to thank all of you who watched my previous episode for all the comments, for all the likes. I much appreciate your support, and I hope this episode will also receive this love. What we will have in this episode, of course, whips. Future plans. For future plans, I have put my board of folk knitting inspiration, folk knitting plans, and I will introduce you with my autumn collection hand-dyed yarns, as I'm also not only knitter but and hand-dyed yarn enthusiast. I have my Etsy shop, so you can find the link below in the description if you want to check out for more yarns there. Okay, so summer is over. Fall is finally here. And we still have here in Lithuania quite a warm weather. It's almost 25 degrees Celsius this week, so it's quite warm. And what I'm wearing for today's episode, let's say that, it's an anchor shirt by PetiteKnit. I knitted it a few years ago, like 5-6 years ago, I would say. It is knitted it is knitted with drops belly yarns that contains cotton, viscose, and one more thread of yarn. It says XS or small size, not sure now. So yeah, it's great for summer shirt. So summer finished. I had a few summer projects coming for knitting wise, so you could see those finished objects in my previous episodes. But there are two whips that will go to UFOs, unfinished objects, to sleep for winter's beauty sleep and wait for spring or summer next year. So the first one is Camisole number 9. Sorry if this sounds too loud for you. By my favorite things, Knitware. This is knitted in Olivia and Oliver fibers, 100% superwash merino yarn, and color is pine. I'm knitting it in size small. I'm using 2.5 millimeters needles. It is suggested to knit in with 3 millimeter needles, but after swatching I was off by 2 or 3 stitches, so I went down in the size. And yeah, so to knit in stockinette with 2.5 millimeter needles, it's quite a job. So I'm still short on the body. And then I will most intimidating part is the sleeve part and the neck part. This is the yarn I have with them for this project. Okay, so yep, it will wait for next year because it's more inspiring to knit now some fall garments or accessories. And the next one is Peacock shirt by Lene. Last week we were on holidays. I took this with me. I was hoping to have more time to knit and maybe to finish it, but it did not happen. So I have a marker where I was with this project in my last episode. So you can see I knitted quite a bunch, but still need to knit more on the body and the sleeves. I knit it also in size small. I use 3mm needles, I believe, for sleeves, and for button ribbing it should be 2.5mm needles. Don't remember yet now. And for yarns, I use my old yarns from my stash. It's Drops Love You 7. It's 100% cotton. So yeah, I tried on it yesterday, and it is quite a good size. It's I don't have information on the positive eaves. I guess it's 5 centimeters or something like that, and the body's it's a little bit wide, loose, but I think it will be okay. So yeah, Camisole number 9. I've started to knit in July 2nd, and this Peacock shirt on July 27th. So half of summer and did not finish that. About finished objects, I don't have 100% finished object, but I have almost finished object. The one I forgot to show you in the previous episode. It's my Novice cardigan, mohair edition by PetiteKnit. I knit in a size small. And for yarns, I used 2 strands of kid silk mohair. One was Drops Kid Silk in color 38, and another one is hand-dyed yarns by Ladybug Yarn. So it's 72% kid mohair and 28% silk in color Powder Pile. So it has some brown, pink colors in it. So I held it together. So why it's not finished yet? Because I was missing some buttons to order, to choose what I want to use here. And yesterday I received the buttons. I chose those like pearl ones. To show you. It's with an eye. Let's see. I actually don't know if I'm very happy with this choice. Okay. And what happened? I was ordering those buttons online while I was in the office, and as the pattern says, it needs 9 buttons. So I ordered 9 buttons, and when I came back and put them on my sweater, I noticed that there is 10 holes. So I needed 10 buttons. So I will think what I will do. Maybe I will wear it without buttons, but I have a buttonholes. Maybe I would oh, mohair in my throat. Maybe I will remove this edge and knit it without holes. I don't want to add any dark buttons as the contrast that would be clearly shown here. I want something invisible, simple and elegant. So yeah, maybe I will put a photo of me wearing this cardigan. So I was using 4 and 3.5 millimeter needles. I started it on February 23rd this year. So it is a long work in progress project. And I used a little bit more than 100 grams for each of the mohair. So yeah, that's it. Next work in progress, that was not actually touched since my last episode. It is Terracotta sweater, also by Lene Holmes Samsoe, or Lene. I knitted it in size extra small. I used Sandnes Garn recommended yarns, Sandnes Garn Thin Peargent held together with the thin silk mohair. I will try to take out the colors. These are the yarns and mohair. The sweater has quite a big positive ease, like 28 centimeters. It is a drop shoulder pattern, which I quite enjoy to knit. So I'm short on one sleeve and the neck. I finished one sleeve fully. I have all the stitch markers showing all the decreases. I'm using 4 millimeter needles, and also it is required to use 3 and 3.5 millimeter needles, so it's a quite variation of needles you required, because you knit this part with the, I believe, 4 millimeter needles, then you go with 3.5 millimeter needles. This or this part, I'm not sure, and then the 3 millimeter size is required for ribbing. So yeah, drop shoulder pattern. I really enjoy color work knit. I will probably do this kind of knitting in the future. So also this is a quite old work in progress whip. I started it in February February 3rd. And let's move on to the second whip, not second, the third whip. It is Ingrid sweater. Where is it? In this bag. This one has a little progress on it from the last episode. So little. So this is the stitch marker that I was in the last episode, and I'm working on the finishing on the ribbing and will need to bind off with the Italian bind off, I guess. And I will need to make a collar and the sleeve. I'm still have a doubt on what collar I would like to do here because on Instagram I saw there are several options. One is to do a high neck, as in PetiteKnit page on the pattern, or you can do the folded neck. As I'm using Sadness Garden Peer Gynt. It is no, it's this way. It is 100% wool, and it is a little bit itchy, so I'm not sure if I would like to have that high neck for the sweater and for this kind of yarns. So probably I will use a folded neck. Also, it is a small size. Also need 3 types of needles: 4mm, 3.5, and 3mm needles. I did not put in the notes what is the positive ease of this. And what I'm also coming to one issue, I'm having this much, only this much yarn left. I will probably, not probably, I will need to order more because I don't think so I will be enough for 2 sleeves and a collar with this 2 and 1 not full skein of yarn. So this sweater I started to knit in April 10th. Next whip that is also have a little bit progress, but not much. Let's drink some tea. So it is my, oh, okay, I didn't finish it properly. Oh, it's on the wrong side. Okay, I will try to show you somehow. It is my champagne cardigan. Whoop. So the last episode I was in here, not much progress. I'm still working on the yoke before separating sleeves from the body. I knit size small, and for yarns I'm using Knit for Olive, merino held double with soft silk mohair in the color Dusty Olive. Yeah, so it requires 4.5mm needles and 3mm needles. It has 28 centimeters positive ease. It is knitted just back and forth all the way except the sleeves. It's a cardigan. Then you will need to knit a double band I guess it's called, for the buttons. So it will be also a challenge to find out the correct buttons I want to use here. And I started it on July 3rd. I have also didn't show you this work in progress in my last episode. It is my advent blanket. This is the yarns from the mini skeins, hand-dyed mini skeins I've received during the last year's Christmas. Wrong side. This is Olivia and Oliver fiber advent calendar. She made like 25 skeins, 24 mini skeins and one regular skein of hand-dyed yarns. And the theme was Simply Sweet Advent, all about the desserts. So I decided to knit a blanket, just a simple garter stitch blanket. Now I'm first I was increasing from both sides, now I'm decreasing from all sides, so it goes smaller. Yep. She also released, there was also possibility to order for this year's advent from her, from them, but she did only sock sets for Sundays, for 4 sock sets for each December Sunday. So I ordered it. I hope it will come some way soon, maybe October, maybe November, maybe earlier. So I can't wait. So I need to finish this blanket, or work a little bit on this blanket before receiving a new project for December. Also, I ordered like in total 3 advent calendars, 2 for Sundays for sock set, I guess, and 1 full mini skein set. So I'm not sure yet, but maybe I will do like weekly, how it's called, Advent vlogs, December vlogs, Christmas vlogs, where I will open those skeins and will share you what's in them. Okay, and the final and my newest work in progress is also from my fall knitting plans. It is a weekend slipover v-neck by PetiteKnit. This is my progress. I'm using also cardigan sadness yarn in this creamy color. I'm not sure actually if this will work with the white shirts. Maybe I will need to knit a darker one. I will see when I finish, because I want this to go to office when it's a little colder outside, so I could wear it on the shirts. So yeah, at first I was swatching it on the recommended 5.5 millimeter needles, and it is recommended to use together with the silk mohair strand, and the different kind of yarns, but I chose to do the cardigan, and when I swatch on 5.5, yeah, 5.5 millimeter needles, the eyes were a little bit uneven, and there was a big holes in it. So I decided to switch on 5 millimeter needles. And since it has 15-20 millimeters positive ease, I also stay on small size rather than going up in size and knit M. I'm hoping that it will be okay. Well, when I will knit until the body join, I won't know for sure that. So this is the back part. You knit the back part first with the German short rows, and then you join the shoulders, the front of the shoulders. You join the body. I'm not sure there is if the sleeves are only from this part, how it feels, or it's knitted additional something. I did not read through the pattern actually, full pattern. So yeah, and then you work with the v-neck part. So I started it like this September 15th, so it was on Sunday. So yeah, I hope this will go fast since it's a 5 millimeter needles. Okay, so that's all for my work in progress. Another thing I mentioned, so I want to share with you my fall knitting plans. Two of whips are already from my plans, so it is weekend slipover and champagne cardigan. And let's talk about the next. So it is Stick Season Sweater by the Creabea or Rebecca. It is quite popular pattern. First plans I will chalk for those for what I have dedicated yarns. So for this project I will use Olivia and Oliver fibers in the classic DK. It is 75% superwash merino wool and 25% nylon, and the colorway is chestnut. It is similar, the color is similar to the one that Rebecca uses in her sweater. So it is also drop down shoulder construction. It has some pattern in the front chest part. It also has this really nice detail on the shoulders. It has from 5 up to 15 centimeters for positive ease. So yeah, this is my... Actually, I wanted to knit this instead of the weekend slipover, but I thought that slipover would be more useful still in September, when the weather is not so cold yet here. Then the next project is a Jenny jacket, v-neck by PetiteKnit. Well, my almost rest of the project will be from PetiteKnit. I still have a bunch of things I would like to knit from her. And there is a also a sweater, Jenny sweater. There is a Jenny cardigan, round neck, or Jenny jacket, round neck, and the Jenny jacket v-neck. So I decided to knit this, and this is also knitted top down, whereas the sweater is knitted bottom up, which is quite complicated. So for this sweater, it is knitted top down. You also first knit back, then you join the front and you work with the sleeves, and it is knit in smock pattern. I put a note, do not forget, and it has 15-20 centimeters positive ease. As for yarn choice, I have two options actually. It's quite similar ones. Colors, actually it's a marzipan colorway from Knitting for Olive, Merino, and soft silk mohair. I would use these, or I will use Drops Flora and Drops Kid Silk. Well, I would need to do the swatch how these two colors look knitted together, because they are, Kid Silk mohair is a little bit lighter than Flora. So yeah, this is my plans for Jenny jacket v-neck. Then I have a project in plans for my daughter, and it is dot sweater from Knitting for Olive page. I'm planning to knit it for 3-4 years old size, because now she's 2.5 years. So I have a bunch of Knitting for Olive colors here. So for the main color, I'm planning to use this cream one, and then for all the dots I chose then soft rose colors, Merino and soft silk mohair. Then flamingo, Bordeaux, really like this color, maybe it would work for me as well. The sun came up, so it changes the lighting a little bit. Then cherry blossom, and the last one is for silk mohair, it's plum rose, and for merino is wild berries, and I really like this wild berries. I was looking for into my local shop for them to restock this color. I think they already now have a more quantity for sale, but I need to think something if I really want to knit something from this, because I already have a lot of yarn, so I don't need any additional project yarns. Okay, so this is for dot sweater. So next is also by PetiteKnit. It's a Holger sweater. Also would knit for 3-4 years old size. Maybe I will use some yarns for my stash, maybe Drops Baby Merino. And also for my baby girl, I want to knit Storm Sweater Junior by PetiteKnit. It's more for practice to knit a smaller size and then to knit one for myself. And maybe I also will use, depending on the quantity that I have, drops baby merino for that as well. Also, probably everyone will knit this. I want to knit an Oslo hat for myself and maybe some for gifts. Well, it's hard for me to knit hats without trying it on and hoping that it will fit another person. So maybe it will be for me, and maybe I will do another for my husband, successful one, because the last year I knitted one and it was too loose for him, too big. And the final project I would like to knit is a Lyon sweater by PetiteKnit. I haven't decided yet what yarns I want to use it there for this pattern, but I have these Flora yarns, so it's white, off-white, and this, I think it was a denim jeans called color 10. So Flora is 65% wool and 35% alpaca. I'm not sure if I want to use these yarns, or if I want to use these yarns, maybe I will have to add mohair to it, but I don't want a Lyon sweater with the mohair, so I'm not sure yet. Maybe I will choose another different kind of yarns when the time comes to do that. Also I have, so this is for my actual plans, what I have decided that I want to knit this fall. And the final thing, as a hand dyer, I want to share with you that since September 9 in my Etsy store you can pre-order my autumn collection. So these are the colors. There is 6 yarn bases and 5 colors. So it is sour apple. It is like bright green yellow color. All these colors comes in classic sock, so it's superwash merino nylon, fingering weight, also DK weight, then 100% superwash merino, kid silk mohair, suri alpaca silk, and the new yarn base that I have in this collection and in my shop, it is alpaca silk cashmere. In my previous episode I was showing all those bases, but in bare color, because the collection was not live yet. So this is a sour apple. Then we have a maple leaves. It's muted orange colorway, like the leaves on the tree in the fall. Then we have a dusty rose. I really like this color. Knit myself something from it, maybe hat. Also in those 6 yarn bases. Then I have a foggy forest. So it's a light gray color, like those foggy mornings that we have now, early in the morning. This is the inspiration of it. And then we have a wet pavement. It's a dark gray. It has a dark blue undertones as well. So the inspiration for this was you know, when it is fall and it rains a lot and the roads are wet and shiny from all the car lights on the street lights. So yeah, was the inspiration here. And you can easily combine each color together to achieve a colorful pattern together by mixing the colors. So go and check my Etsy store, and I would really appreciate you if you like it. You can place an order, like 4 weeks, I guess, from placing an order, because it's a pre-order. So I need to check if I have enough bare yarn to dye them, then to dye them, then to dry them, and to ship to you. And it depends where you live. If it's in Europe, it goes within a few days, but if it's in the US, it goes, or Canada, or anywhere else, not Europe, not in Europe, then it goes like about 1 or 2 weeks, 2 weeks around. So yeah, go and check it out. I hope you will like them. And that's it. I hope I did not miss anything this time. I really hope you like this video. And if you like it, please comment, thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm hoping to do the next video in October, so I would plan to do them once a month. This is the schedule. Yeah, thank you very much for watching my video, and see you the next time. Bye.